When I talk about childhood trauma, it's on a continuum. So some children have had horrific starts in life. They've experienced sexual abuse, they've lived with domestic violence 24/7. Other children have experienced less traumatic situations. So they may have grown up in a home where the adults are around, but they're not emotionally engaged with them. You know, they live in a beautiful home, they have a lovely car, they go on holidays, but actually that lack of emotional engagement and attachment still is experienced by children as a trauma. So I think that's even more complicated for society and individual carers to get their heads around, and teachers. You know, this child has this beautiful lifestyle, but actually they don't have emotionally available adults. It's very interesting that those who have the most influence in our children's lives, so whether that's in an early years setting or a school, we still are not giving them insight into what trauma and complex early attachment does to a child. So we need to give this strong foundation of an understanding of how a brain is affected pre-birth even by being frightened. Because if a woman is frightened when she's pregnant and very stressed, then already we have set up, you know, a child's brain to be more alert, more anxious, more reactive. So having that understanding embedded in training for all people who are involved in children's lives on any level, and actually in the whole community, wouldn't that be amazing if everybody understood, you know, when a child is verbally abusive to me in the street or pushes my dustbin over, that although those behaviours are clearly not okay, there's got to be a reason for it. When I started my work 20 years ago, there wasn't a lot of great neuroscience around to explain the effects of trauma on brain development. Now we're really, really lucky. There's so much research, amazing research, which can show us exactly how when you scare a child every day, when they're frightened, repeatedly frightened, that it actually shapes the way that their brain forms. So we know now that what happens even pre-birth to a child when their brain is forming has a massive impact on their onward journey in life. And so whilst we talk about early years as being imperative and a great focus, actually we now know that science is telling us we have to focus just as much on the pre-birth experience for that child and supporting women during their pregnancy. And that's vital.